Welcome to the future of the supercar world, brought to you by Ocelot with their new Virtue. Now when Ocelot makes a supercar, that's a big deal because they've only made a handful of them over the years, so when one comes out, people take notice, and you definitely want to take notice at this new Ocelot supercar because, well, one, it's electric for the first time, and two, unlike a lot of other electric cars that I've taken a look at, certainly in the visual department, I have to say that the Virtue, despite sharing a lot of similarities with the Cyclone 2, looks absolutely stunning. Maybe it's the doors, maybe it's the general lines, maybe it's the British Racing Green, but I think it is a fantastic looking car. But what about its driving characteristics? How does it handle in the handling department? Well, to find out, we're going to stage a race. But instead of on a circuit or against a train or anything, we're going to drive against a motorcycle from here, Mace Bank, all the way to the beach. And it's not just any old motorcycle, no. It's the brand spanking new all-electric motorcycle that just so happens to be the most powerful vehicle ever added. Yeah, it's not very fast in the grand scheme of things, especially given the context of the most powerful vehicle ever added. But it's cool to say that, and there's definitely worse ways to spend $2 million. So, we have our protagonists, we have our objectives. Now we just need a race. I'm really hoping this is good to try, because we're already weaving in and out of traffic. 3, 2, 1, go! Ooh, good God, the acceleration is always brutal on these things. And we're off. Alright, now I'm going to be a little sneaky here up the inside. Woo! How's it handle the bumps? Bumps are not too bad. There's some vehicles that have really bad handling characteristics, but this, like their XA21 from several years ago, has that active arrow that actually works, which means, well, yeah, he's going to be flying around very quickly. I'm going to be able to actually what the hell? How did he do that? How? I'm not exactly going slow here. And he's just buggered off to the left. Okay, alright, you know what, we're going to need to, use all those many horsepowers and many torques. Deliver them instantly, and then we're going to have to control with the active arrow. So nice and slow, four-wheel drive, use that to take a sneaky shortcut. Ugh. He was making ground and making real progress towards the beach. He only had a few more corners to go, but it was a long drive. Whoa! Bit bumpy, but I gotta say I love this. It has no advanced handling flags, because you can just chuck it about. Wait, whoa! I know I was in the wrong, but maybe don't turn into the multi-million-dollar hypercar. Just saying. He was already on the beach, but since they had to go to the very far end, it was still anyone's race. Come on, baby, come on, use that blinding speed. I mean, it's not a very high top speed, but it gets to that speed incredibly quickly. There's the finish line, we've got this. What the? No, how? He did it again, and with the, what the? That... Oh, that's not cool. I'm looking at the finish line. He just does the power slide in, then does the fancy slide at the end. What the heck was that? Damn. So, it may not be as fast in the city as a fancy new bike, however, it's easily the best electric car I've ever driven. It's fast accelerating, it has good brakes, it has great turn-in, it actually deals with bumps normally, it doesn't twitch about like a maniac, and then unlike the Cyclone 2, which it shares obviously the base platform with, it looks a hell of a lot better. So it should be the perfect car, and it is the best electric car on sale right now, but if I was spending a boatload of money on an Ocelot, I would buy this. I have waited for 5 years to say this, but welcome to the Ocelot Ardent, one of the all-time great early 90s sports cars. Oh, we never had access to this, but now, finally, we have access to drive this thing around as much as we bloody well please. And what better place to drive it around than the most famous Grand Prix track, the twistiest Grand Prix track of them all, in Monaco. Okay, let's see how this thing handles, because after all, they say don't meet your heroes, but I'm kind of liking this hero, I'm not gonna lie. There's no oversteer of any kind. This is built in the 90s, and yet it really doesn't feel, in fact it feels 20 years newer. It's got great acceleration, great traction, no oversteer, no understeer, and the brakes are simply superb. Get in here, nice and easy, turn in. That's just not even fair. How did they do this in the 1990s? I mean, come on! Damn, that's good. You have so much confidence in this car. It's just complete commitment, which is why I took it to Monaco. Because, oh, this is fun. This is absolute heaven. It's just so comfortable on these bumps, and so comfortable under braking and turning. It's everything you want in a sports car. Forget the era. It's just a brilliant sports car, and no matter how fast the new hypercars will be with their all-electric nature and the acceleration and everything, it will not beat the raw feel, the driving sensation that this car has. They say, don't meet your heroes, but this is one hero I will never forget.